Hello everyone, welcome to another racket review, and we're doing the BULLPADEL VERTEX 04. So Cés, who plays with this racket?
None other than Dineno.
Existe Martín, se le queda en la pegada al turquito, se le queda en la pegada a Martín. Juego, set y partido para...
We're going to be focusing on 5 categories: specs, playability, pros and cons, who is this racket for, and the cost. All right, Julian, so let's talk about the specs of this racket.
So let's talk about the weight. The weight is in between 360 and 370, and the actual weight is 375.
All right, so this is, the balance is kind of high in the racket, okay? It's 38 millimeters, and it's a diamond-shaped paddle.
Yeah. And as you can see, it has the Fibrix roughness on top of it. It's sort of like a sandy paper. You get a lot of bite on that ball, and they use a combination in between fiberglass and carbon. They have their own proprietary technology, which I think is absolutely great. They use for all the rackets, and it's fantastic.
So let's talk about the foam. The foam's kind of a multi-EVA foam. It's their own kind of, again, proprietary foam. I think it kind of gives more of a balance of soft, medium, and hard. Okay, so let's talk about the grip. It's about 4 7/8 in length. And this doesn't have the vibra drive.
No, somehow doesn't have the vibra drive or the Exa core.
That's right.
Which is the honeycomb style grip.
So I'm not sure if that's what Dineno really didn't want on his racket. You know, it's again all about choice. You know, vibration is when, let's say, you hit in the wrong spot. Maybe this has a bigger open spot and he just doesn't want that, or maybe he wants to feel a little bit of that vibration. You know?
I think in these rackets that the professionals use, the pros, they put a lot of input on it, and that's why you see these personalized options on the racket without the anti-vibration and without the hexagon honeycomb grip. I think that's what it is. They don't have it.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the unique features this paddle has. One, it has the area there where you can add weights to it, which is something that you can custom your racket. Now at the bottom, I'm not sure if you can add any weights there. I know on there are other rackets, they have this cap on there, but here it doesn't seem like you're gonna be able to do that. So I believe you can add weights to the top, but not to that grip. We also have the Curve AKTIV, which is here on the side, and this gives kind of rigidness, you know, to the racket and a little bit less vibrations.
Yeah, and I might say that I'm very keen on straps because I spend a lot of time on the court, and the BULLPADEL straps, they're absolutely just beautiful. They actually absorb the sweat. They stick on, you know, they hold on to your wrist quite well. You feel a good fit. I think, you know, the technology behind all BULLPADEL rackets, it's absolutely unique to compared to the rest of the rackets.
This is a premium racket. So, you know, with a premium racket, you're going to get a premium cost. But this racket is at $279.95, and I think it is a steal.
It is.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't have the vibra drive, but you know, I feel like it's a well balanced paddle, and for that price, I think it's great.
I mean, for anyone to get a racket under $300, this quality with this high performance racket, it's very, very rare.
Let's talk about playability. How did you like this racket in the defense?
From the defense, it feels really great. I mean, the weight, it was fantastic coming off the walls. What's really sweet feeling, hitting forehands and backhands before the walls. Overall, it was just a great racket on the defense.
How about on the offense?
On the offense, same thing. With the roughness of the face, those volleys, they really bite on it. Same thing as the bandejas and the víboras and all those shots. They're really, it's one of my favorite rackets, honestly, on the BULLPADEL, you know, lineup.
Wow.
How about you, Cés?
I gotta say the same thing. You know, in the defense, I mean, I had a lot of control, even with the softballs and fastballs. I felt very confident in the defense. Coming up to the offense, volleying, I felt really solid and good. And same thing with my aerial shots, my bandejas, my víboras, even my smashes. I mean, this is a great balanced, racket, especially for this price.
Yeah.
I mean, I really enjoy playing with this, and it's a paddle that I can use for sure.
I mean, I saw you hitting a by 3 so easy with this racket.
That's right.
I haven't seen you hit a by 3 since 2017, and it was just pretty good. I mean,
with this paddle, I was able to do it. I mean, I was gonna try using the other end even. It was that easy. So let's go over the pros and cons.
yeah, says you start first.
Okay, so with the pros, I mean, I have to say it's a balanced racket. I mean, it is a balanced racket, so I can't, I mean, it's great defending, it's a balanced racket. When it comes to the cons, it doesn't have the vibra drive, so that's something if you don't like that vibration, that's something maybe you might want to consider. And I'm not sure if it has a cap to add weight in the back. So if you feel it's a little top heavy, I'm not sure if you can add the weight at the back to kind of help you out. But other than that, I really enjoy this racket.
For me, the pros are absolutely. I would love to play with this racket. I mean, it has the perfect balance for me. I love the roughness of the head. The weight, it's absolutely delightful, and the grip, it's perfect. I mean, I just love the run grips, even though I never play with the Hexacore grip. And the cons, it's one that it's really, really hurtful for me because the only con that I have is I don't have this racket for me playing.
Wow, you really love this racket, huh?
I really love this racket, honestly.
Okay, who's this racket for?
I will do. Obviously, it's a high performance racket. Professionals play with it. I will do high intermediate advanced player for sure. Maybe a low intermediate, but they might have a hard time in the beginning. But yeah, definitely will be a high intermediate player to advance.
So for me, I think this racket could be for anybody. I mean, it's very manageable.
Yeah.
I think even a beginner or high beginner can use this, and even all the way up to an advanced. I mean, like I said, it's very well balanced. I mean, it's that's what I'd say from the high beginners to even advanced.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your rating.
Yes.
Okay, that's defense, offense, and then your average.
Great defense from the back walls and playing from the baseline. I will give it a 9.3. On the offense, 9.7. My average, 9.9. Love it.
I'm not sure if that's an average, but I can see you really love that
Yes.
racket, man. Okay, so for me, the defense is a 9. I felt really comfortable in the defense, and offense is an 8. So we're about an 8.5 for me.